This intersection, they should have a set of lights in here because it's so busy, and this road that I'm coming out of, it's actually industrial avenue, so there's a lot of warehouses and shops and stuff like that, so there are lots of trucks come and go, and sometimes you have to sit here like for 10 minutes. Oh, and also it doesn't help that there's Tim Hortons right there. So people are coming out of the coffee shop. That's it. After this guy I'm going. No respect. I get no respect. Like, honestly, if this was me, I would stop, you know? Because it takes me 2 seconds in a car to speed up and catch up to the previous traffic, right? But for the big truck, it's very difficult. So if this was me, but of course I'm a trucker, right? So I know this. I would just stop for a second, let the guy go. But nobody cares. Nobody cares. And like I said, so now we're driving 30 kilometers an hour. And that guy in the white car, that's the guy who didn't yield to me. Of course, he was not supposed to. But I mean, they're rushing, right? Where are you rushing? There's the light. Like, they're all flying. They're flying. Come on, Nissan Versa. And then actually over here, right, maybe, I don't know, a kilometer forward, there's a 40 kilometers an hour speed limit, like 25 miles per hour, because there's a school there. down now. I'm about an hour away from the US border, but I see lots of red color in there. Something is going on. Big delay at the bridge. And so it's a good thing not that I'm not in a rush, because you know, by the time I reach the bridge, maybe it'll get better. I got one more in there, but I'm not gonna climb in there. Oh, and I need to turn on the lights. For Michigan. I think we are good. Gonna show you how it picks up speed, because there's a hill here. I'll show you how it does that. Okay, and then the first stop will be toll booth, so she will want my my payment card and my Michigan permit. I got that. And then I have my passport, my vaccination, and my ACE. Look at these people. No respect. And as I always say, sometimes border crossing takes 5 minutes, sometimes it takes 2 hours. I saw that red line basically stop traffic from far away, and I started slowing down, and there was an electronic sign on the side of the road says 90 minutes, like 0 delay for cars, 90 minutes for trucks. But Google doesn't say 90 minutes, it says 28. Basically it's right before the where you pay the toll. And of course these guys, they don't care. Like, this is not fast, so he cannot be in that lane, but they don't want to wait 90 minutes or whatever. Well, it says 28, yeah, 28. So this is the new look. These are my new aviator glasses that I got on Amazon to match my Luftwaffe German leather jacket. Came with this little case, you know, very cool. I like this a little bit old-fashioned design. And I spent the night in Marysville, Michigan. Fuel was $4.85 per gallon, so I got like 150 gallons, filled up both tanks, and then I had a big detour in Michigan. It's just crazy. I think the broker was arguing with me about, you know, 260 miles after everything was, you know, said and done. I think I did 350 loaded miles, you know, from the shipper to the consignee, because there was a big detour near Flint and north of Detroit, probably extra 100 miles. And then I just drove non-stop to this big farm in Fulton Township, or what is it? Basically just northwest of Lansing. And the tires worked very well. Nothing was loose, all the boards were pressed down, you know, and the guy drove it off, and so then I just folded all my boards like this. And first I drove 2 hours with all the axles down on the ground, then I decided to lift one axle, so I used one of the boards and put it under this axle. So now I'm running on 3 axles. I could have lifted this one because there's hardly any air in this, but if I do that, then the trailer, you know, the wheelbase becomes very long and it's very difficult to turn, to go around corners. You know, I really prefer to have this axle on the ground. And so this is Ohio, I-80 East. The weather today was raining on and off all day, but when I was unloading it was cool. Well, actually it was cool in terms of temperature, only +6 Celsius, probably was like 45 F, but at least it didn't rain. And the guy helped me. It was, you know, while I was collecting my flags and the sock from the exhaust, he pretty much undid all the chains, you know, and then his friend showed up, and when the machine moved forward, we took some ties from the back and put them on the front on the deck. And so no damage to the trailer, everything is cool. And I already sent all the paperwork to my factoring company, and they confirmed that the payment will be dispatched tomorrow. So now I am on my way to Baltimore, Maryland. So today's Tuesday, so I just did what, like 3.5 hours of driving. So I have about 400 miles left to get to Baltimore, and I'm loading Thursday morning. It's gonna be brand new case excavator, 62,000 pounds, 11 something wide, 11 tall, and I forgot where it's going, but basically somewhere near Toronto. And then I'm taking a few days off because I'm hoping that my car now is in the shop, right? And I just talked to the owner. I said, did you have a chance, you know, to look at the calibration ID? And he said one of his guys is attending school on Tuesday, probably some technical school or university or something, so he's short staffed, but he says tomorrow he can do it. So probably, and he says if his code reader cannot read that code, the calibration ID or serial number of the PCM, he'll open the compartment and take a picture and send it to me. So tomorrow I should have the calibration ID and I have the VIN number. And so the plan is to order, once I'm paid tomorrow, I'm gonna order the Trinity i2, I think it's called, tuner and unlocked PCM, and ask him to ship them ASAP. So hopefully by the time I'm back in Canada I can pick them up on the way. And that's the plan. That's what I want to take a couple of days off and just get that installed, either myself or probably I'll ask the shop again, because it's just, I don't like dealing with all those plastic fasteners over there. And I already booked another load, because when after I delivered this drainage plow, there was a small truck stop nearby there. I stopped there, grabbed some coffee, and I did my paperwork, sent my proof of delivery to the broker, and then I did the factoring paperwork, right? And I was checking my email, and I see there was an email from a guy from a big American company that I worked with him before, and I see that the email was addressed directly to me, which is of course always good, you know. Instead of a mailing list, it's addressed to me. So usually that means that it's not an offer of a flatbed load or step deck load, because all these mailing lists, quite often they send me dry van loads, you know, flatbed loads, and most of the time it's inside US, which I cannot do, right? And so as soon as I see that it's addressed to me directly, my interest is up. And so I read the email, and the guy says he has a load in Midwest, basically southwest of Chicago, and will I be able to give him a quote? He says I just need to send the rate to my customer. Okay, so I give him a quote, and then next thing I know, he says, when are you available? I said, wait, like, I'm under another load here. I don't want all this stress, you know. But I didn't say that. But I said, I thought you just wanted a rate. So I give him a rate, and he says, well, you know, just you tell me how much time you need to get down there. And it's like 900 miles away from my yard. But I charged the guy for the deadhead, you know, and so I told him, I said, yeah, so I'm gonna be like this next load, right? I'm loading Thursday, and then I said probably I'll deliver Monday, and then want to take a few days off, and then I need 3 days to get down there, you know, just in case, give myself extra time. So I said May 9th, which is May 9th, which is Monday. And the guy right away replies, he says, the rate is approved, the loading date is okay, my customer is okay to wait. So he says, we're good. He says, I'm gonna send you a rate confirmation shortly. All right. It's just like basically loads are falling from the sky, you know. So if you know what you're doing and you have the equipment, people will come. That's the slogan this year. Like previous years, right, it was very tough to find work in winter and early spring. It was, well, but now, yeah, April, May, I think this summer will be absolutely fantastic. That's my prognosis, that's my forecast, because everything is coming back to life, you know. the restrictions are off, these COVID restrictions. They're gonna be a lot of work, and so say no to cheap freight. Okay, we have to charge a fair rate, because now everything is up. Like DEF is jumped up by 50%, fuel is almost 2 times more expensive, everything is more expensive, right? All right, that's it. That's my update. Sorry I didn't show you the unloading, but you know, you saw the big machine. The guy was going very slow, you know, kind of like methodical. Oh, and he had a cool huge garage, you know, like a shop with a concrete floor. And even this guy, he didn't let the machine roll on the concrete floor. They used some special mats. I think they were like some heavy duty plastic or something, and they were putting them under the tracks. And so you see, like even this guy, you would think on a concrete, but no, he didn't want to let it. He went on the dirt, and those ice picks, they left like holes like this in the dirt, you know. I was backing towards the trailer to hook up, and my whole truck was jumping like this because of those holes, you know. It's a monster machine, so I'm happy that it's off my trailer. But it was a cool load, you know, and no issues anywhere, so no tickets, no encounters with cops. I went past a couple of scales and they were closed, so everything was cool. So that's it. So I'll do another video Thursday when I'm loading that case in Baltimore. Stay tuned.